Arrested after a 2-week investigation into sex crimes with juvenile victims has died. According to court documents, investigators were tipped off about 59-year-old Mark Windisch after a 9-year-old told her mother the things he'd done. Detectives reportedly found vibrators, cameras, and many handguns and rifles in his room. A felony jury trial was scheduled to begin next month. Jail officials have not released any information surrounding the circumstances of his death.
A woman charged as part of